What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to Ami's World. Welcome to Ami's World. Welcome to Ami's World. Hey y'all, so I know y'all read the title and that's why y'all clicked this video, because I know we've been seeing all the hot mess going on this week online with Derrick JAXN, okay? And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I didn't really know who this guy was. I think I did see a couple of his videos come across like my explore page or something like that in the past. And I remember he used to do like, you know, basically videos of the days and stuff like that, talking about relationships and giving some advice. And like, you know, he sounded like he really knew his stuff, you feel me? But I don't really know him like that. But because of all the fiasco and everything going on online, I still don't know all the tea. But I do see that, you know, that he basically cheated on his wife. You feel me? He cheated on his wife, and he's supposed to be this relationship guru and all of that. He talks shit about people that, you know, don't do right by their women and all that stuff. But, you know, he got caught slipping, basically. You know, he put his foot in his mouth, basically. You know what I'm saying? He put his foot in his mouth, and you know what I'm saying? So we're basically going to react to the video that he sat down with his wife. In the video that's circulating all over social media, and people are going in on her, and I've been seeing them cook her for her bonnet or her hat that she had on in the video. So in respects to her and all of this, I'm doing this reaction with my own bonnet too, my own little cute bonnet, you feel me? But you know, unlike her, you know what I'm saying, you gotta give it a little a little earrings, you feel me? It won't hurt nobody. A little, you know what I'm saying? A little glam, you feel me? It won't hurt nobody. And that's why everybody was cooking her. They're like, she don't even care. Like, how you gonna do your wife like this and let her come and sit next to you, hold your hand, and you have her looking like this and like that? Which I'm not gonna shame women. At the end of the day, like, women are beautiful in all states. It don't even matter. And even the fact that she's been put through all this, you think you want her to put some effort into looking all dolled up and pretty and happy? Like, it doesn't add up, you feel me? But at the same time, I don't know what her response is to this. I don't know what he said about this. We're gonna watch the video together about them two basically speaking on the allegations, but it's not an allegation, I guess it's facts, it's true. Hence why he came out with an apology video or whatever. So before we get into this video, go ahead and like, comment about this hot ass mess, because I know you're gonna be itching to say something, okay? And subscribe to your girl for more reactions and lit other videos, okay? Check my channel out, let me know what you like and all that. And if you fuck with your girl, subscribe. Thank you. Let's get into this video.
What's going on, guys? Derrick JAXN here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Dernea. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true, some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick JAXN was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be...
I'm already already cringing right now, because just the fact that they're holding hands, she's like, and he's using himself in third person. He's not even putting himself in, you know, he's not taking accountability as himself and stepping into his wrongdoing. He's saying Derrick JAXN. Like, aren't you the guy? Aren't you Derrick JAXN? Why don't you say I, or I Derrick JAXN? Like, that's weird that he's talking in third person, but let's continue.
I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some, in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it, and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out. Definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, you know, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so...
So now that, I guess, you told her about your roll call list of everything like that. Like, she's really just sitting there like, like, I don't know. That just makes me feel away, because I'm just like, okay, you sitting here holding this guy's hand after he gave you a roll call list of everything and everyone, right? That just tells me that he probably did not give her everything and everyone. I just don't believe that. I just don't believe that he did.
Public. It's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time.
She looks like she has so much to say.
Extent, and think that I can't be held accountable. You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jackson, no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma or whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing and our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. And it was unacceptable. And it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And when I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, you know, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality, in how he carried himself, in how he presented himself, and in conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on, and this was with me being completely removed from his life, and him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these things that led up to the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God. And that is what I needed for the...
Yo, something about this guy, he gives me such narcissistic behavior. Like the fact that, first of all, he dragged his wife to sit down with him in this video that has nothing to do with her at all. It wasn't her point that she had to make. It wasn't her apologies that she had to give. It wasn't her speaking on her forgiveness on him. Like, it's nothing to do with her. And I don't even know why she's here. He has all the explaining to do. He's the social media sensation. He's the one who's been lying to his followers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why he would drag his wife into the situation. And she's saying all this. And my thing is, I don't like when, yes, God should be in the center of every relationship. Yes. But I don't like when men use God to manipulate, or people, I'll say, use God to manipulate relationships or people to stay in their life. You know, she's obviously saying that that's exactly what she needed from him in order to move forward. So of course, looking at him, he looks like he's gonna say all that and do nothing. Like he's gonna say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I need help, I'm gonna work with God, work with men of God, I'm gonna be actively trying. When I actually saw the other day that this man filmed a reaction to all of this fiasco and everything in front of his mistress' house. So my thing is like, this man is literally telling her everything that she wants to hear in order to keep her in his life for his image, for his brand. Not necessarily because I feel like he really loves this woman, but she's also seems very naive and dumb enough, you know, and she's also in love to fall for that and believe that. But I don't feel like this man is done, you know, whatever, being a mess. I don't think he's done. I just don't.
Continuation of me being present and in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about
the way he's looking at her right now. He's basically telling her like, okay, you said everything you need to say, end it. Like, don't keep rambling, don't say nothing wrong, don't, you know, the way he's staring at her right now, like, I don't like it. I feel like he's talking to her with his eyes. He's telling her like, okay, you know, round it up, finish it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, wrap it up, wrap it up. That's what it looks like to me. Like, don't, you already said everything good, everything perfect, you know, on cue, like we rehearsed. Don't say anything more. Now you talking too much, and you can see that she's getting a little nervous. She's tripping over her words now, and she's kind of, you know, she seems a little tense now that he's staring her down, staring at her soul, because I feel like she's not sticking with the program right now because she's talking too much. But we'll see what she got to say.
that, and it's only because of the grace of God and the mercy of God, and we have already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you all. And I forgave him, and most importantly, God has.
She didn't even look him in his eyes when she said I forgave him. She looked at him, he was looking at her, she looked down. I forgave him.
First forgiving him, and I also forgive the others as well. And with that, we are free and moving forward. So that's all I have.
Yeah. And I get it. Some of y'all, like, this may come as a huge shock, probably a huge disappointment. I let a lot of you down. You know, if you've had a perspective shift on who Derrick is, hopefully it's away from anything remotely close to perfection, and it is simply that, you know, I am a human, and that does not justify anything that I did. But I don't want anybody out there to be putting me on a pedestal. If you
Sorry. I just want to say that this man seems very calculated. He seems very rehearsed. Like, he doesn't even really seem sincere or apologetic in letting people down or disappointing people at all. I feel like he's just saying it because he has to say it, and the way that he's saying it is like, let's just get this video over with. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say everything that I need to say in order to protect my brand. That's just what it's, everything right now is save the brand. That's what this whole video is giving me.
Did, and I hate that you did that. Maybe I gave you cause for that, and I apologize if I did. For those who are saying, Derrick, I don't want to ever listen to you again, it's totally understandable. I appreciate you while I had your support and helping me get the message out about healing and healthy relationships to so many people who needed it, myself included. And for those who are going to continue to support, man, I appreciate it.
I keep stopping it now, but there's so much in her body language and her eye contact, her eye movements, and certain things that he's saying. Like, you know, like when she looks down, she looks down at certain things that he says about like their relationship or kind of sort of personal about him. It's kind of like she's like, I know that's a lie. Like, that's what it looks like. But she got to save face, keep that poker face on. Her face is like, blink if you need help, girl.
Like never before, because I know it's not going to be easy going forward. It's at least for a little while so many things are still fresh and attached to my name. But for everybody out there, if you get nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until it comes into alignment with biblical standard of how God told us to do things, especially
the fact that this is supposed to be an apology video or whatever. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And he's really still trying to teach lessons and really trying to like, dude, get through the BS first, then come out and conquer and overcome and say, this is what I learned. Keep God in the mix. Like, then you speak on this. But right now you're still under fire. Why are you still trying to teach people lessons? Like, nobody's listening to you. Like, he's annoying me. I don't even really know this man, but this is annoying me because this is, I don't know, this seems a little triggering right now.
When we're talking about a marital, spiritual covenant.
Yes.
You know, you cannot do this by your own understanding, your own intelligence, your own willpower, your own values. You have to have the grace of God. to break free from certain things, to stay away from certain things, to not operate from your lowest self, whatever it may be. And it's because it's really only by God's grace that we're even able to be here on this video, holding hands. Well, like a year ago, 7-8 months ago even, I couldn't see this happening. I thought it was over, and I already had begun establishing my relationship with God. But that's the fruit of bringing things in alignment with God. And the mess that's been made, the mess that's now being made public from last year and years past, that's a result of getting out of alignment with doing things God's way. So that's where I stand. That's where we stand. And again, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.